because I'm choosing to be who I am in the world. And yes, it's terrifying, and yes, it's confusing, and yes, it's confounding, but it's also exciting and joyful and wondrous. Hi, everyone. I'm Mark Jacobs, and I'm in beautiful St. Edward Park. It's a gorgeous day here in Seattle, and I feel like I have the whole park to myself, but I know that I don't. It's only wishful thinking. I wanted to talk about presence and holding presence, because that was the collective's June transmission. But what does that really mean? I can only speak about what it means for me. And, as I look around me, I mean, these trees, look all around, they hold the presence. They are rooted, they're grounded, they're being who they are the trees, and they're doing what they do, what they're supposed to do. And I feel like we can do that as well, and that's what we're called to do. And speaking for myself, holding presence is a long time coming, because presence feels like a big word. It can be spiritual, it can be divine, it can feel really big, it can feel expansive and rooted. Presence for me is, after years of spiritual practice, after years of wanting and striving to be in silence, often, I find that the presence that I am often comes from my own worth, my own sense of worth, whether or not I feel worthy of having a deep inner life, whether or not I feel worthy of my talents, my skills, whether or not I feel worthy of connecting in an ever more expansive way, whether I feel like I'm worthy of my life, or just being, or my space, or my voice. And I've reached a place now where I feel like I can claim my space and my voice. And sometimes that's in silence, and sometimes that's in fun and creativity, and sometimes that's being who I am and owning that and letting that be, allowing that to just come forward. There's nothing better than coffee on a somewhat chilly morning, but in the trees. It's warming as it goes down, surrounded by nature. I feel cared for, nurtured. And that's what I think presence is allowing something larger than yourself to care for you, to nurture you, but also to connect with that presence, to be guided by it, to be in collaboration with it. And the more I've done that, the more I feel like I am finally standing in my worth. Yes, my spiritual worth, but my purpose, my blueprint. Now, I know divine purpose and all of that was really big in the early 2000s, and it's still relevant, but you're not going to find that unless you are attuned to your heart space, coherent with your mind, your body, your soul, and your energy field. I mean, it's so expansive all around us. And the more that I have felt into that presence, that energy, that this divine being that I am, the more I feel present in the moment, present to my modalities, present to my gifts, present to my quirkiness, present to my authenticity, presence to my truth. And I get to chime into what feels most authentic to me in the moment, what feels most truthful to me in the moment, what feels most aligned with who I want to be, what I want to create, how I want to be. And so I carry this greater sense of presence that I am into my everyday life, into my relationships, into the forest. Lean against the trees, I carry it into my creativity, whether it's here on YouTube or in Substack, on my website, working with others. Speaking of working with others, what comes to mind is The Alchemist. And I'm often finding myself sitting across from or working or talking with others who are in the middle of their own alchemy. And that's what transformation is. That's what coming into one's own is. And that's where I feel like I've been. And it's often, or I can speak for myself, I'm in midlife alchemy. I'm a midlife alchemist. And that is transforming my experience from feeling still somewhat unworthy at times, or shameful or guilty. I'm not sure about what anymore. Or feeling like I'm or will be abandoned or betrayed. Or what's the point? All of that has gone. Because in the alchemy, transformation takes place. And it's about that spark, that sparkle, that wisdom that might come, that transmutation of old ideas and belief systems that are within us, that have plagued us, our old stories, what we tell ourselves, we're not good enough. All of that is just illusion. It's what we've been told. It's what has been taught to us. It's what we have witnessed or seen, what the media and others want to convey to us, that nothing is ever enough, including ourselves. And it's simply not true. And so as I find myself in the archetype of Midlife Alchemist, I am in a period of transformation, and it continues. And I stand in my presence rooted and anchored, but I also stand in my presence and hold it loosely, because it's ever evolving and it's changing and it's shifting. I feel like I'm shape-shifting sometimes. And in this alchemy, my intuition is stronger, my energy field is more, I would say magnetic, but it's just brighter, more powerful, because I'm choosing to be who I am in the world. I'm choosing to offer what feels absolutely true and authentic for me. And yes, it's terrifying, and yes, it's confusing, and yes, it's confounding, but it's also exciting and joyful and wondrous. And it makes me want to explore more, go deeper still, be with that essence that I am. There's nothing I need to figure out anymore. Now, I might be able to figure out, how to do something, or the next thing I would like to do, or how to get somewhere. That's not the kind of figuring out I'm talking about. I know who I am, and that will change. But I'm loving this, and I just want to encourage you to begin to explore your presence, who you are as a divine being, what feels authentic to you, how you would like to express at this point in your life, whether you're a midlife alchemist or you're in the moment of alchemy, a transformational moment. I want to ask you to just be with it, explore it. Let the trees guide you. Let your source intelligence guide you. Be in connection with your higher self. All right, I think that's it for now. I'm gonna go walk among the trees and hold my presence. Bye for now.